And we're just getting news that 8 Burkinabes have been intercepted by immigration as well as municipal security officials of Sisala East after entering the country through unapproved route at Tumu. And well, so far we know that the interception was also undertaken by the Tumu police at Pieng. The interception was also as part of measures to make sure that the municipal security committee, if not council, are also on hand to make sure they do the monitoring as part of the overall measures being undertaken to ensure that there are no intrusions along Ghana's borders as part of the COVID-19 related measures. Now let's speak to Kairimu Nonywa, who is the Sisala East Municipal Chief Executive. Good morning to you, Mr. Nanyo. Good morning to you, Mr. Nanyo. Well, we'll re-establish that line. But again, let me just run this by you. The picture, as you see behind me, will be put on the screen for you. 8 Burkinabes have been intercepted or arrested, as we have to appropriately use, after entering the country through unapproved routes along Ghana's Burkina Faso border at Tumu in the Sisala East municipality. This was undertaken by the police, who were doing routine monitoring rounds based also on some intelligence they had picked up at Pieng, and following that, this subsequently was reported to the municipal chief executive, who we will be speaking to. Kairimu Nanywa is also the head of the municipal security committee. He's back on the line. Mr. Kairimu Nanywa, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, great. Now, how did this come about, the arrest of these 8 Burkinabes?
Okay, good morning to you, and then good morning to the this morning. In fact, yesterday around 7:21 p.m., I got a call from one of my community chiefs, specifically Pain Kuro, with a complaint that some Burkinabes are passing through his community, purported to be going to Fancy. So, and they were intercepted. So quickly, I advised them what to do. I said they should not get closer to them, but they should also prevent them not to go. And then quickly I arranged the police and then the immigration to go. They went and then brought them to Tumu police station.
So what does it mean, these intrusions? It means that we were not monitoring the borders?
Not precisely the answer. You know, Tumu shared borders with Burkina Faso. And then between Tumu and then Burkina Faso, there's no wall and there's no also a bridge or whatever that can prevent people from coming in. What I mean is that even some of us, we share even farmlands with some of them. So it's not very difficult to move from Tumu to Leo or Burkina Faso, or you move from Burkina Faso to Tumu. There's a lot of unapproved routes. I don't even want to say they are routes, because if you are sharing a farmland with somebody, here you are not talking about routes again. So at any point in time, somebody from Leo can easily move to Tumu, and somebody from Tumu can also easily move to Burkina Faso. So this is the situation. It's not as if because the borders are not well monitored, because there's a lot of work ongoing. But technically, it's very difficult to prevent somebody from either Burkina Faso to come to Tumu or from Tumu to go to Burkina Faso. You can only manage the situation.
Okay. So it's just management of the situation that your security committee does. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, please.
But that then exposes the general lack of perhaps logistics or our ability to be able to monitor our border posts, especially in these difficult times of having the coronavirus pandemic.
Not precisely, my brother, because I've explained the situation to you. When we talk about border posts, you are talking about one particular entry point. Are you okay? But here I am talking about there's a lot of ways one can move from Burkina Faso to Ghana, from Tumu border, from Tumu side. And there's so many ways somebody can also move from Ghana to Burkina Faso, from Tumu. not to pass through the approved borders and all that. The issue, just as I indicated to you, not necessarily talking about logistics. Even you are even using the whole Ghana resources, because you will not be able, because as I speak to you, there are people in Ghana who share farmland with those in Burkina Faso. Because you stand on your farm and you're able to see your counterpart Burkinabe in his farm. So this is the situation. So that kind of movement is not just a very difficult thing to do in our part of the country. And I think that should not really be blamed on resources.
Okay, so you also don't have enough resources?
Come again?
You also don't have enough resources?
Oh, you see, my brother, resources, will never be enough at any point in time. Will never.
What's the meaning of that? Resources will never be. Do you have resources within these times of COVID-19 and the spread to be able to patrol our borders?
You see, my brother, this COVID-19, nobody planned for it. If you go to all our budget, you will see COVID-19. As an assembly, we approved our budget last year, 2019 October. Are you okay? To be implemented for 2020. So at the time of the preparation, nobody captured COVID-19 as an issue or as something that will come in. So when it comes in, no matter what it is, resources will never be sufficient. That is what I'm trying to explain.
Mr. Nanyo?
Yes, please.
Does it mean that pre-COVID-19, we're just allowing members of other West African countries, whether it's Burkina Faso, etc., to just enter the borders anyhow and anytime?
The answer is absolutely no. The borders are closed. That is why those people were intercepted. They were found illegally because the borders currently are closed. So it's not just to allow people from West Africa to freely enter into our country, not at all.
Okay. Mr. Nanyo, how many illegal border points do we have that are bordering your municipality, for example?
Thank you for the question. Once you talk about illegal, or are you talking about legal or legal?
Illegal.
Illegal.
Yes.
I will not be able to tell you illegal, but because illegal things are not things that are known.
Okay. So let's get realistic. We know that we have the legal point, and we have over the period interacted with the Ghana Immigration Service. But they also say that there are illegal routes, either pathways or people going through many unapproved points. But I'm asking you, as the head of the Municipal Security Committee, which ones have you identified that you think that sometimes you critically pay attention to? That's all I'm asking.
Oh, well, we have a number of them. And then I would not be able to, because to come to my point, we have routes from the area called Katimia through Dong. It's an illegal route that people can come to, where the name, Ghana. If you go to Kasane area, Kasampuri, they are all communities that link Ghana to Burkina Faso, and there are routes. Some are farm routes, some are also illegally created routes. You see, for as far as I'm concerned, I will not be able to tell you all these routes, because especially dry season, a route can be created in a day, just because of this movement. But all the identified ones I was mentioning, like Katimia, Don Road, Tumuka, Sanaka, Sampuri, Tambiele, all these are noted routes that we know people can come in. And then we are actually monitoring those routes. And when it happened that way, suddenly people are forced to create other ones, because it's not very difficult to create a road during this season.
Well, so at this point in time, it means that what will happen to these Burkinabes?
We are yet to decide what will happen to them.
Okay. So when the security committee, in conjunction with the police, etc., intercepts or arrests illegal nationals of other West African countries, we have no protocols as to what we take them through?
Oh, I think that I already told you, we will have to pass them through the protocol. And, that is where we also have to seek other opinion as to what exactly to do.
Okay. As
far as this particular issue is concerned. But the issue is even far beyond just a security issue only. Because, you know, this particular thing, Ghana Health Service is also part of it. But if you look at the Muslim membership, Ghana Health Service is not part of it. Because you cannot just take them like that. First of all, you need to screen them and then also get some information from them. So I think all those protocols are duly observed.
Okay. All right. So the screening is not medical screening for COVID?
Although I don't think we have the authority to do that at the own municipality. But I will not be able to explain the details of that. But Ghana Health Service is also in the picture. And then at their level, I know they are doing what they're supposed to do.
Okay. Well, we have to let you go. And thank you very much. At the end of the day, we also do know that actions will be taken. But just a last question. At what point in time do we have to then say that we need to be rest assured that when people are arrested, they are medically safe to be housed, or maybe they'll have to go through quarantine?
I think there is a very good question. And it's more or less something that Ghana Health Service will have to decide, because they have their protocol, the low, medium, and high risk. Are you okay? So if they pass it through their preliminary investigations and then they are at high risk and all that, I think we are compelled to quarantine them and all that.
Well,
so they will come out with that advice.
Well, thank you very much. The Municipal Chief Executive for Sisala East, that is Karimu Nanyuo. And it is because 8 Burkinabes have been arrested, and there was an interception by the Tumu police who did that in their operational zone. And it was because they had gotten some intel about these intrusions by these illegal immigrants or Burkinabes who had, used unauthorized routes, or one of those unauthorized routes, to make entry into Ghana. The Municipal Chief Executive says all assurances are that they are monitoring the routes as much as they can, and we all do know, based on what the regulations are. He is the chair for the Municipal Security Committee.